Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the world of Pokemon. My name is Professor Noki, and you're here once again for the news with Noki. Today, we kick things off, as always, in the world of Pokemon, where we got some brand new information that there will be a Galar-based anime series to debut on the official Pokemon channel. This special series will only last for 6 episodes, and will feature a really cool art style that is very unique and different from that of the main anime series. And it is unclear at this time whether Ash & Company will appear in this new anime, or if this is going to take place completely separately from that world altogether. Moving along for Pokemon, we have a story that's gone a little bit viral throughout Twitter and on Facebook, which was that Jeopardy held a category that was based entirely around Pokemon. In this recently aired episode of Jeopardy, there was an entire column devoted specifically to Pokemon and Pokemon-related answers, with some of these clues being absolutely ridiculously simple. Though, in all honesty, they probably assume that anybody who knows a wealth of information about 15th century art probably doesn't also know that much about Pokemon. Next, for an event that took place last week, but I did not have time to cover it in my last midweek discussion, which was the Nindies World Showcase. And although there were tons of great announcements of up-and-coming indie games for the Nintendo Switch, there were a few that have been heralded as probably the biggest announcements of the entire event. Starting with the fact there will indeed be a sequel to Axiom Verge, along with the cult classic Golf Story, where both of the sequels to these games look like major improvements to the first in their entries, and look extremely fun for games available on the Switch's eShop. And we also got the announcement that Dauntless is now available on the Nintendo Switch. We also got the announcement for the Talos Principle, Murder by Numbers, which is a visual novel, and for the ultimate announcement, Birds Can Skateboard. Moving along to the Game Awards, we have huge news when it comes to the Xbox, where it was finally announced that the Xbox Series X will be coming the holiday season of 2020. And like with many of the stories here today, I'll be going into my feelings and thoughts about them a little bit further in my midweek discussion. However, this system looks extremely interesting, to say the least. And now on to Marvel, where there are rumors once again on the rise, this time revolving around Spider-Man, where it is being speculated that the very next movie that he could take part in would be Captain Marvel 2, which is being suspected to tie into the Secret Invasion crossover event. And although I'll definitely be diving into this much further during my discussion later this week, I very well could see this as a way for Peter Parker to somehow be saved from being ousted as Spider-Man in the last Spider-Man movie. Moving right along, we have Star Wars, where there have been so many trailers dropping as of late that it's a little bit hard to keep track of. And although I really haven't talked about these trailers much in detail on this channel, many of them have showed off some amazing visuals and first-hand looks at what this movie will be all about. With the most recent one being where Kylo possibly meets Darth Sidious for the very first time. And honestly, everything about this scene looks absolutely amazing, and I cannot wait to check this movie out in 5 days. Do it. And now, onto some quick news regarding Disney Plus and its upcoming original series, Encore. Which, for those of you who don't know, is a series where Kristen Bell, who plays the voice of Anna in Frozen, will be traveling around the country from school to school, finding and reassembling old musical casts and bringing them back together to re-put on the production they did so many years ago. And the reason why I'm actually talking about this series today is the fact that on January 20th, there will be an episode airing where a local area choir, only 10 minutes away from my own house, will be participating on this show. And although I didn't grow up in the area I currently live, and so therefore I don't really have much of a nostalgic connection to this school in general, it's still really cool anytime something like this happens nearby, especially when you're from small town mentality of the Midwest USA. And finishing it up for today, we have a look ahead at everything that will be coming for my channel this week. Starting with live streams, where tonight, my family will be once again taking on max raid battles in the wild area. Tomorrow morning between 5 and 6 a.m., I will be solo once again for my Let's Play of Sword, where I believe I'm taking on Opal, the Fairy Master next. Wednesday, there will actually be no stream as I will be traveling back from Iowa that morning. And then Friday, I'll begin my Friday fun stream by selecting a game from a jar at random and streaming it live. As for my regular content, Tuesday on Noki Plays, I'll be uploading another Pokemon Sword and Shield how-to video, this time showcasing the many successes and fails I've encountered while playing the game. Thursday, I hope you'll join me for another midweek discussion where I'll be diving deeper into how I feel about the latest news, rumors, and more that's coming out from the nerd realm. Then, make sure you've rung that notification bell, because on Saturday will be yet another dice battle where my family will once again be taking on max raid battles. And that's gonna wrap it up for the news that interested me from this past week. I thoroughly hope you enjoyed this breakdown and will leave a comment down below as to what your favorite story of the day was. Also, make sure you like the video if you enjoyed and subscribe to my channel for daily Pokemon content. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, this has been Professor Noki signing out once again for Noki Talks.